Jake, I feel like you're itching to do this, and I want to ask you about the Predator versus Captain James T. Kirk.
With or without the girdle?
Shots fired!
Wow! Yeah, I don't know. I think Kirk might just confuse the Predator.
With his syntax?
I think you're on the wrong planet. I don't know how that would work out. I think the Predator might take Predator. No, he's got that signature thing.
He does. He does that in a double fist.
Right.
True.
That'll give him like some seconds, but he's gonna die from the fucking Predator. Like, Taylor's not taking out the Predator.
Since there's been several Predator movies, and one obvious glaring what if, who was the alien versus Predator, which begs the obvious question, Ripley versus Predator.
Oh.
Obvious question.
Don't sell yourself short. Ripley is dope.
Ripley's dope.
Ripley would find a way.
Ripley would definitely win. Ripley would definitely win.
Yep, Ripley's like life in Jurassic Park. She finds a way.
Ripley would 100% win.
I just realized that the guy in front row is just wearing a diaper or something. What's your character? Are you a character?
Why is a man wearing a diaper?
What is happening here?
That's legit true for everybody in the back.
character looks like disheveled man.
Oh, Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad.
Look cold.
We've got Shane White. He's cosplaying as Walter White.
He's Walter White.
Right. I just picked that up. It's either Walter White or this guy just came up with the best excuse ever.
That's a thinker.
I got it. Yeah.
On 2018. Olivia, really quick, there's something that I really love, and it's just watching you handle that firearm, because it really reminds me of Jesse Ventura in the first movie, because he had that amazing gun that's supposed to be mounted on a helicopter and just isn't. and I really felt like every time I watch you with one of them, I'm like, yeah. Can you talk about that in the film, like just your process with the firearms?
Well, my character is an evolutionary biologist, so she's not in the military like these guys, but Shane and I discussed this, and I said, something that's really big for me that I think about before I take on every role is just microaggression, especially when it comes to like how we portray women in the media for so long. And sometimes it's a small thing. It's not a big statement. It's just a small thing. So whenever you see movies, a guy can pick up a gun or a shot, whatever, and he just automatically knows how to do it. And girls are always like, oh, I don't know. And I thought, well, I don't want her to be proficient because she's not a soldier, but I want her to know how just the same way that guys know how, and let's just not address it. So, and Shane was completely down for that. He was like, obviously that's, yeah. And I learned how to, like, you know, one arm chamber that, which, did that end up in the movie? Because that was awesome. Yeah, so it was just anytime there was an opportunity that my character would make sense to have a weapon, then we'd grab it, and if not, I wasn't just putting a weapon in her hands too. Because sometimes, you know, you'd be like, well, this woman's so badass, and she's gonna, like, no, I want her to be really real, that, you know, she's...
Yeah, it's not like you don't know what to do with a gun, and you have to be told. I mean, if you're in a problem situation, you know, and she, by the way, did you ever see Six? Badass.
Thank you.
Badass. All right, let's go to you out there.
Hi, thank you all for being here so much. I just wanted to know any particular practical jokes that happened on set, or just any funny stories, anything you want to do?
Anything Keegan did. Everything Keegan did.
I mean, it was mostly what we had spoken of before, the trying to get things into the film. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we...
There's a story, you just always have stories. Like, he has the best stories. There's that one story that's so funny.
That one story? Wait, that's really specific. Hold on. Before you get that one story, there's something that I found very funny on the outside looking in. As an African-American male, like, Thomas, would you do everybody a favor and show them your feet real quick? Just put your feet on the table. Show them
Put your feet on the table
on your feet right now. So, yeah, put it up there. Thomas doesn't wear shoes. And as a black man who has like fought really hard to like get good tennis shoes and like have covering over his feet, I'm like, this is a white man who just, like, fuck it, I don't need it. My feet are tough enough. I like walks everywhere in Vancouver in the middle of winter with nothing on his feet. I'm like, God, dog, like, evolutionary, like, you should be cold right now, but for some reason, he's fine. I found that fascinating. Thomas and his naked feet.
He gets mad when he has to wear shoes.
Barefoot Society.
Yeah.
If anybody's interested, there's a Barefoot Society. You can find it. I got kicked out.
He's legit.
You get kicked out.
Yeah, no, I got kicked out of it.
But I think that qualifies as like he's been doing this for about 20, 30 years, so it's a 30-year practical joke.
3 years ago or something, I went into a restaurant and I had to wear shoes and I put them on. So the next day they called me and kicked me out.
He's for real. This is serious. Like, it sounds like it's like a joke. No, it's for real.
This is the North American branch, was it? Right? Yeah. It wouldn't be the Barefoot Society if they let you wear shoes. They let you wear shoes.
Sounds like
not the Barefoot Society.
They just feel really controlling.
Oh, believe me, I
Are the president of that mate?
I don't want you in my group anymore.
What kind of restaurant did you go to before you went to that one restaurant where you decided to put on shoes?
It was like a date, like, we had to go, like, you're meeting somebody.
Yeah, right.
You're like, hey, I'm outside, come meet me out. You're supposed to
No, that makes total sense.
go to a restaurant.
I love it.
They had to slip on some shoes.
This is taking a hell of a turn. I love it.
Sorry. That's just something I always wanted to address, and you gave me the opportunity, so I think.
You know what you might like are jellies. Like jellies.
I like to touch things with my feet.
I like to touch things with my feet.
And there it is. There it is.
Yes. Think about that, Paul H. Yes. We've learned many important things during this panel. Please don't put Sterling K. Brown in a box. Please do not try to put shoes on Thomas Jane.
Craig, can we? This guy is dressed in such a dapper manner. We gotta take his
One
last.
last.
You're absolutely right.
It's like Doctor Who. Who is that?
Doctor Who? Hi guys, thanks for being here. So my question is for Shane actually, and there's been a little talk about the predators crossing their genes with other alien species, and I was wondering if there's going to be any sort of connection to the xenomorphs in this film.
The xenomorphs was sort of a different thing to us because, it was we want to make sure the chronology of this stuff echoes that the first film happened, second film happened, other films happened. We're just a sequel. We're not a reboot. But at the same time, we don't have the direct tie to genetic manipulation, for instance, that they were hinting at in Alien Covenant or things like that. So what we've focused on is just this one instance in which a particular group of particularly angry predators have managed to formulate something as their sort of assassin, their sort of upgraded weapon. But I think it's not about a xenomorph, it's not about an experiment that's going to emerge from anyone's chest or what have you. Although, I don't think AVP is dead, do you? I love the idea of
Love AVP.
Yep. There's a lot of love for AVP.
What Predator gifts did you guys get, by the way? What's this? What's the kit?
There's check it out. There's a whole thing. Sanitize your hands, for God's sake.
Oh my God.
Okay, so.
No expense has been spent.
You need it! Okay, so in Hall H, you guys all know that there have been tons of selfies that have been taken in this very hall, except none of them have been done in Predator vision. Ooh. So, a magical selfie stick is going to be brought to me.
Now you're just showing off.
This is
Okay,
exciting.
it's on, it's ready. How do we take the photo?
You press the button.
Thank you so much, Sterling K. Brown, really appreciate it.
No problem.
So what's gonna happen is we're going to gather right at the end of the stage. We're gonna take this photo. You guys are gonna ham it up because guess what? Just like the Predator, we see you. Let's do this. Let's walk down the end of the stage, guys.
Let's do it.
This is the best part. You get to watch us walk. Yes! I'm standing here. Everyone is slowly joining behind me. So I believe that someone from the audience wants someone else to take off their shirt. I feel like that's not going to work. So everybody gather. gather behind me. Tighter. We're all friends here. All right? So I know I can't see myself either, but everybody, it's magic. We see you. It's happening. Sterling K. Brown is getting his ass grabbed. Yes! Also, I'm getting my ass grabbed. This is the best. All right. I've gotten 800 of these. Scream for them like you just ripped somebody's spine out. Keegan, Thomas, Olivia.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it with the Predator. Shane Black, Olivia Munn, Sterling K. Brown, Thomas J., Keegan-Michael Key, Augusto Aguilera, Trevante Rose, and Jake Busey, and our special guest moderator from Rotten Tomatoes, Gray Drake.